Hello, you're welcome. You're welcome onto my channel today, and it gives me great joy to observe you viewing this video. I am Dr. Olayinka Kanle. I am a lecturer in the university. I am a researcher. I am a life coach. I'm an author. On this channel, I do a number of stuffs. I do stuffs on sociology, research, relationship, and migration. All these videos, I do them as regularly as possible to add values to my subscribers and my viewers, to empower them to make very important decisions with necessary information. You're welcome. Meanwhile, if you are here to subscribe to this channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly tap the subscribe button. Click the subscribe button on your screen right now and subscribe to this channel. If you have subscribed previously, thank you very much for staying tuned. The topic I want to address today is a little bit straightforward, and many may consider it controversial and subjective. Therefore, a quick disclaimer. This video is to provide a balanced view on the subject of migration to Canada. To provide a balanced view. I'm not here to condemn anyone that has moved to Canada. It's not here to discourage anyone who intends to move to Canada. I'm not here to run Canada down. Canada is one of the most fantastic countries I've been. Canada is a great country. Many people are doing well in Canada. But that's not the whole story. And this is very important because so many people depend on my channel now to make informed decisions. Balanced information, that's what I provide on all my content. Be it my content on sociology, on research, on relationship, on migration. So I would just simply want to give a balanced perspective to my viewers and subscribers, including you, on the issue of moving to Canada, because there's so much propaganda, so much hype going on around this, and so much information distortions, misinformation, sometimes deliberate from people about Canada. And many people, based on my experience, what I've seen, what I've heard, many people have made wrong moves about Canada. Those who should not have moved, just moved, and a lot of them, they are having premium tiers. So I just simply want to give balanced perspective. But that's why the title of this video is why people should be careful before moving or relocating to Canada, or why people should be careful about moving or relocating to Canada. There's so, you have deluge of information, of videos online now, YouTubers just screaming on their channel about why you have to come to Canada now, on all manners of visas without qualification, or with your family. So all manners of videos now. YouTubers are agitating, are dropping contents, sometimes that are not very true, because they want views, they want subscribers. So that's what they are. They know people are looking for information on Canada. Within just 1 hour, some of them will have thousands of views, whether correct information or incorrect information. They mislead people. And the people that are hyping this Canada migration or Canada are the government of Canada itself, the YouTubers who are looking for views, who are looking for subscribers, estate agents who are making money on account of accommodation shortages or problems in Canada, and the exorbitant amount people now pay to rent houses in Canada, they are making money from it. Immigration advisors, immigration consultants, immigration lawyers, these are the ultimate beneficiaries of this new wave of immigration into Canada. And they are profiting from it, and they are pushing aggressive information to attract people to Canada. And this is dangerous for many, especially if you are comfortable, especially for people that are comfortable in their home country before migration. Many people have to sell cars, houses, resign from high-paying jobs that they cannot get in Canada, because they are falling for this. So especially if you are comfortable in your country, you have to be very careful. Even if you think you're not comfortable, you may only need to be realistic, to look around carefully with dispassionate mind to see opportunities wherever you are. Most people go to Canada to become cheap labor. When you have too much people, simple economics, when you have too much supply, demand will appear to fall. Once we have too many people coming in to Canada, the opportunities will continue to shrink. The opportunities become congested. It's a simple law of demand and supply. Once we have high supply of immigrants, there will be low demand, in terms of the opportunities that they can take. Too many people, then you begin to have too little jobs, too little opportunities, too little accommodation. And what will happen? Cost of living will rise astronomically. So millions of people are coming into Canada now. And the demand for the skills are becoming small because of too many people. Too many people. And the wages will continue to be less competitive in terms of how much people can earn. So there are too many people going there now. Now all you now have is cheap labor. You see people moving from cities to rural areas where people normally will not live to go and do jobs. People will say, well, there's dignity in labor, they make more money. Fine. But in comparative terms, just to let you know that what we are having now is cheap labor, migrant influx into Canada, and this definitely will have its own problem. So I believe the movement to Canada is overrated. Have you considered the high taxes? You pay more, you work more, you pay more taxes, you pay more rent. Astronomical rent. It's nearly impossible now to have a house for an average person. Even if you earn a little above median average income, then you may still not be able to afford your rent conveniently. You work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, even more, and still not be able to afford your rent and taxes. So all you spend your money on are taxes, rents, and food. Basic things of life that many people take for granted, even where they're coming from, what they took for granted, where they're coming from. The rent, cost of living is so high. Rents are so high and difficult. Jobs are difficult to come by now. Even when people say, come to Canada in 2 months, Canada is recruiting now, come to Canada without school certs, come to Canada on visit visa, come to Canada, all manners of things. They just keep advertising Canada, and people keep going into penury ultimately. Even when you work in tech, you can say, okay, if I work in tech, I earn so much. Usually the logic is that if you work more, you earn more, you pay more taxes. Government benefits more. Real estate agents benefit more. You can work 2-3 jobs and still not be able to live decent life. That's the truth. Because of high cost of living. Even the health system that people say is fantastic. Waiting time, what of waiting time? They may wait months without accessing the health because of the pressure even on the health system. Little or no savings. Difficult to save in Canada because you simply largely work from hand to mouth to afford basic things of life. No luxury for an average person. That is why more people are moving out of Canada at the moment. And I'm not exaggerating. An increasing number of people are moving out of Canada. Even Canadians are leaving to other places because of the pressure on the infrastructures, because of the pressure on the culture, the pressure on rent, only to the benefits of estate agents and even the government. So people are exiting. It's tough to live decent life in this place. So if you are comfortable and you are considering moving to Canada, you need to think carefully. Meanwhile, I'm not discouraging you and I'm not encouraging anybody unnecessarily. To be careful means do your research well. Don't just take random action. Pay close attention. Do objective analysis. That's what be careful means. It doesn't mean don't go. People are succeeding there. People are doing well. I'm only saying, on the average, there's a need for caution because of these issues I've mentioned. Then the issue of migration is very political in Canada. Very political in Canada because it's politically very volatile. New government may come, the policies will come, and it may not be the same way for immigrants. And there are stories, experiences of people who are stranded now in Canada. People who left enormous opportunities behind and just jump on the bandwagon of relocation to Canada on the account of insufficient discretion. So some little possibility of owning a house. Some of the luxuries Some of the opportunities that people left behind before moving to Canada, it's difficult for them to afford the same quality of life there. And many people do not have exit plan. Many people have ego, pride, they will not return, so they will not be seen as failures. Many people live in denial, still believing, rationalizing that it's better where they are now. Enormous hypocrisy. It's actually very worrisome, the level of depression and mental health problems that people now have in Canada. Mental health situation now is now an epidemic. Unfortunately, people still deny it. There's little information about mental health issues. I did a video on mental health on this channel abroad. Enormous mental health situation. I talk to people bilaterally, multilaterally. I counsel people on this issue, and I know the kind of information that I receive. You know, broken marriages. Marriages are stressed, especially because of the value counteraction that they have. Many pressures of survival, insufficient income, not able to live decent life. It's putting pressure on many families. And we have high level of divorce, high level of separation, high level of conflicts among immigrants. Their families are going through a lot of stress. So it's so much because some of them are also not moderate in their expectation. They have high expectation, which make them to be very disappointed abroad. So do your research well. If you're already in Canada, continue to do your research. If it's not going according to plan, have exit plan. Be realistic. Cut your expectation to be moderate and be realistic and objective. And be patient. No need for desperation. You can make it. If you're in Canada, you can still make it. Just face reality. If you have not migrated to Canada, you have not moved, be patient. Don't be desperate. Do your cost-benefit analysis very well. And please, if you have not relocated yet, do not sell all. People will say, sell everything. You are not returning. Just sell and use all the money. People all manners of things that I heard. How do I say? Don't sell everything. You may go on vacation first. You may go on leave first. You may hold your job first here and go on leave. You to go and see what's going on there. You may do a number of things to just believe that you are not going blind there. So I just want to provide a balanced view that Canada is a great country, but it's not a cure-all. It's not the heaven on earth. There are issues. Many people are already having issues there, and I know some people are already saying that. And from my experience, researches, some people in my network, what we discuss bilaterally and multilaterally, the cost of living is prohibitive. The rent, food, and even taxes are astronomical. You may literally be working for the system with little or no savings. You're just struggling to go by. Even on 2 jobs, you're just paying bills. So if you have a longer term view, do your research very well. And those don't just jump on the next available train, plane to go to that place. So be careful, do your research, and I wish you well. Until I see you in my next video, bye for now.